What happens when the world's richest man walks into a struggling family restaurant? Jeff Bezos, undercover and craving enchiladas, gets a taste of something unexpected: rejection. But this fiery restaurant manager has no idea who she just kicked out. And the surprise he has in store for her? It's about to change everything. One busy afternoon, with the lunch rush in full swing, a man walked into Casa Martinez. He was dressed in simple clothes, jeans, and a t-shirt, and he looked a little tired. Nobody paid much attention to him. He just seemed like a regular guy. But this was no ordinary customer. This was Jeff Bezos, one of the richest people in the whole world. He was famous for starting Amazon, the place where you can buy almost anything. But here he was, in a simple Mexican restaurant looking for a quiet place to eat. Sarah, busy as a bee, saw him sitting at a table. She was rushing around, trying to get everyone their food and make sure they were happy. She was feeling stressed and a little grumpy because the old cash register was acting up again. When she finally got a moment to breathe, she went over to the man's table. "Can I help you with something?" she asked a little impatiently. Jeff Bezos smiled kindly and said, "This place looks wonderful. It reminds me of the small family restaurants I used to go to as a child." But Sarah was too busy and worried to be polite. She just wanted him to order so she could move on to the next thing. "Well, we're about to close soon," she said, even though that wasn't really true. "So, if you're not ready to order, you might have to come back another time." Jeff Bezos was surprised. He had never been asked to leave a restaurant before. But he was a nice man, so he just nodded and said, "I understand. Thank you." He got up and left quietly. Sarah felt a little bad, but she quickly forgot about him. She had a million other things to worry about. Little did she know that this simple encounter would change her life forever. Later that night, after the restaurant was closed and everyone had gone home, Sarah's phone rang. It was a strange number, one she didn't recognize. Hesitantly, she answered. "Hello," she said. A man's voice, smooth and professional, said, "Hello. Is this Sarah Martinez? I'm calling from a company called Bezos Expeditions." Sarah froze. Bezos? Could it be? She couldn't believe her ears. Sarah, with her hands full of dirty dishes and her mind racing with 1,000 worries, finally noticed the man sitting alone in the corner booth. He was dressed simply, blending in with the faded decor, and he was quietly observing the restaurant with a thoughtful expression. Just another customer, she thought, assuming he was waiting for someone. She approached his table, a slight frown creasing her brow. "Can I help you, sir?" she asked, her voice a bit sharper than she intended. The man looked up, a gentle smile spreading across his face. "This place has a lovely atmosphere," he began. "It feels like a true family restaurant." His words, meant as a compliment, struck a nerve with Sarah. "Of course it's a family restaurant," she retorted, feeling defensive. "It's been in my family for 3 generations. We're struggling to keep the doors open, you know? It's not easy competing with all these new places popping up." The man seemed taken aback by her outburst. He tried to explain. "I didn't mean any offense. I simply—" But Sarah cut him off, her impatience growing. "Look, I appreciate your interest, but we're about to close. If you're not planning on ordering anything—" She let the sentence hang in the air, hoping he'd take the hint. The man, realizing he wasn't welcome, nodded slowly. "I understand," he said calmly, rising from his seat. "Perhaps another time." He left the restaurant without another word, his demeanor surprisingly humble for someone who, unbeknownst to Sarah, could have bought the entire block without batting an eye. Sarah, meanwhile, felt a pang of guilt as she watched him go. She knew she had been rude, but the stress of the day had gotten the better of her. "He probably just wanted a free meal," she muttered to herself, trying to justify her actions. Little did she know that the man she had just dismissed was not just any customer. He was Jeff Bezos, a man whose name was synonymous with success and innovation, a man who had the power to change her life in ways she couldn't even imagine. As the last customer left and the evening settled over Casa Martinez, Sarah finally had a moment to breathe. She leaned against the counter, exhaustion washing over her. The day had been a whirlwind of stress and frustration, and the encounter with the strange man still lingered in her mind. Why did I snap at him like that? She wondered, replaying the conversation in her head. She felt a twinge of regret, wishing she had been more patient, more welcoming. Just then, the phone rang, startling her. She glanced at the caller ID, but it was an unknown number. Hesitantly, she answered. "Hello." "Good evening, Miss Martinez." A smooth, professional voice greeted her. "My name is Michael Johnson, and I'm calling from Bezos Expeditions, a private investment firm." Sarah's heart skipped a beat. Bezos? Could this have anything to do with the man from earlier? She couldn't believe her ears. "Bezos?" she stammered, as in, "Jeff Bezos?" "Indeed," Mr. Johnson confirmed. "Mr. Bezos recently visited your establishment, and he was quite impressed by what he saw." Sarah was speechless. Impressed? But she had practically kicked him out. Mr. Johnson continued. "Mr. Bezos was particularly drawn to your passion for preserving your family's legacy and your dedication to serving authentic Mexican cuisine. He sees tremendous potential in Casa Martinez." Sarah felt a wave of disbelief wash over her. Was this some kind of elaborate prank? "I'm not sure I understand," she said cautiously. "What exactly is Mr. Bezos proposing?" Mr. Johnson cleared his throat. "Mr. Bezos is offering a significant investment in Casa Martinez, enough to modernize your equipment, expand your space, and perhaps even hire additional staff." Sarah's mind reeled. This had to be a dream. The restaurant she had poured her heart and soul into, the legacy she was struggling to preserve, was suddenly being offered a lifeline by one of the wealthiest men in the world. "Why?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Why would he do that?" "Mr. Bezos has a deep appreciation for small, family-owned businesses," Mr. Johnson explained. "He believes in supporting entrepreneurs who are passionate about their work and committed to their communities." Sarah was still skeptical. This all seemed too good to be true. I don't know what to say," she finally managed. "Take some time to think it over, Ms. Martinez," Mr. Johnson reassured her. "We'll be in touch again soon." As Sarah hung up the phone, her head spun with a mix of emotions: disbelief, excitement, and a healthy dose of suspicion. Could this be the miracle she had been hoping for? Or was it all just a cruel joke? Sarah spent the rest of the night in a daze, the phone call replaying in her mind like a broken record. She couldn't shake the feeling that it was all a surreal dream, a cruel prank orchestrated by someone who knew her struggles. Bezos Expeditions, she muttered to herself, the name sounding both familiar and impossibly distant. She grabbed her laptop and frantically searched the internet, her fingers trembling with anticipation. And there it was, on the official Bezos Expeditions website, a news article announcing their latest investment, Casa Martinez, a family-owned Mexican restaurant with a passionate owner and a rich culinary heritage. Sarah's breath caught in her throat. It was real. This wasn't a dream. It wasn't a prank. Jeff Bezos, the man whose name was synonymous with innovation and success, was actually interested in investing in her humble restaurant. A wave of realization washed over her. The man she had so rudely dismissed, the man she had practically shooed away, was not just some random customer. He was a visionary entrepreneur, a billionaire who could have chosen to invest in any business in the world, and yet he had chosen hers. Sarah's heart ached with a mix of regret and gratitude. Regret for her hasty judgment, for her impatience, for failing to recognize the opportunity that had been standing right in front of her. And gratitude for this unexpected chance, for the lifeline that had been thrown to her when she needed it most. She delved deeper into the article, learning about Bezos's philanthropic efforts, his passion for supporting small businesses and preserving cultural heritage. It all started to make sense. He wasn't just interested in profit, he genuinely wanted to help Casa Martinez thrive. The investment wasn't just about money. It came with a network of mentors, experienced restaurateurs who would guide Sarah and help her transform her business. They would provide expertise in marketing, menu development, and financial management, giving her the tools she needed to succeed. As Sarah absorbed the magnitude of this opportunity, tears welled up in her eyes. She thought of her grandparents, their faces beaming with pride. She thought of the generations of love and tradition that had gone into Casa Martinez, the legacy that was now on the verge of being revitalized. And she thought of Jeff Bezos, the man she had misjudged, the man who had seen something special in her and her restaurant, something worth investing in. She realized that first impressions could be deceiving, and that sometimes the greatest opportunities come from the most unexpected places. With the investment from Bezos Expeditions, Casa Martinez underwent a remarkable transformation. The once faded walls were repainted in vibrant colors, the worn furniture replaced with comfortable booths and stylish chairs. The kitchen, once a cramped and outdated space, was now a chef's dream, equipped with state-of-the-art appliances that hummed with efficiency. Sarah, guided by her mentors, expanded the menu, adding new and exciting dishes while staying true to her family's traditional recipes. She invested in marketing, spreading the word about the revitalized Casa Martinez through social media and local partnerships. The restaurant buzzed with renewed energy. Customers, both old and new, flocked to experience the delicious food and the warm, inviting atmosphere. Sarah, no longer overwhelmed and stressed, hired additional staff, creating a team that shared her passion for hospitality. She implemented new systems and processes, streamlining operations and creating a more sustainable business model. The once chaotic restaurant now ran like a well-oiled machine, with every detail carefully considered and every customer treated like family. Casa Martinez became a local success story, a testament to Sarah's perseverance and the power of believing in your dreams. The restaurant was featured in local newspapers and magazines, and Sarah was even invited to speak at a small business conference where she shared her inspiring journey. As she stood before the crowd, Sarah reflected on the incredible turn of events that had led her to this moment. She thought of the struggles, the doubts, the moments when she almost gave up. But she also remembered the unwavering support of her family, the kindness of strangers, and the unexpected generosity of a man she had once misjudged. Bezos's investment had not only saved Casa Martinez, it had transformed it into something even greater than before. It had allowed Sarah to preserve her family's legacy while creating a thriving business that was both modern and authentic. She realized that success wasn't just about hard work and determination, although those were certainly important. It was also about recognizing opportunities, even when they came in unexpected packages. It was about learning from mistakes and never giving up on your dreams, no matter how impossible they might seem. And most importantly, it was about the power of human connection, the kindness of strangers, and the belief that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Casa Martinez, once on the brink of closure, was now a beacon of light, a symbol of resilience, and a reminder that dreams, no matter how big or small, are always worth fighting for. The story of Casa Martinez is a testament to the power of unexpected opportunities, those serendipitous moments that can change the course of our lives in an instant. Sarah's encounter with Jeff Bezos, a man she initially perceived as just another customer, turned out to be a pivotal turning point, a chance encounter that opened doors she never knew existed. It reminds us that life is full of surprises, and that sometimes the greatest gifts come from the most unexpected sources. We must be open to the possibilities, to the chance encounters that can lead us down new and exciting paths. The story also highlights the importance of not judging by appearances. Sarah, caught up in the stress of running a struggling business, failed to recognize the true identity of the man who walked into her restaurant that day. She saw only a simply dressed customer, not the visionary entrepreneur who would ultimately become her benefactor. It's a reminder that we should never underestimate the people we meet, for everyone has a story to tell, a unique perspective to offer, and a potential to surprise us. We should strive to look beyond the surface, to see the person behind the facade, and to appreciate the diversity and richness that each individual brings to the world. Sarah's journey is a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit, that unwavering drive to pursue your dreams, even in the face of adversity. She inherited a legacy, a family tradition that was on the verge of fading away, but she refused to let it go. She poured her heart and soul into Casa Martinez, working tirelessly to keep the doors open, even when the odds were stacked against her. Her story reminds us that entrepreneurship is not just about starting a business. It's about a mindset, a willingness to take risks, to innovate, and to persevere, even when the going gets tough. It's about believing in your vision, even when others doubt you, and having the courage to pursue your passion, no matter the obstacles. The transformation of Casa Martinez is a testament to the power of passion and hard work. Sarah's dedication to her family's legacy, her love for authentic Mexican cuisine, and her unwavering commitment to her customers were the driving forces behind the restaurant's success. It shows us that passion is a powerful fuel, igniting our creativity, motivating us to overcome challenges, and inspiring us to strive for excellence. Combined with hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn and grow, passion can transform dreams into reality. The story of Casa Martinez also highlights how a single moment can change everything. Sarah's encounter with Jeff Bezos, a seemingly insignificant interaction, set in motion a chain of events that would ultimately transform her life and the future of her family's restaurant. It reminds us that life is full of turning points, those pivotal moments that can redirect our paths and open up new possibilities. We should cherish these moments, embrace the unexpected, and be open to the transformative power of change. Finally, the story of Casa Martinez underscores the potential for transformation in unlikely circumstances. A struggling restaurant on the verge of closure was revitalized by an unexpected investment from one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. It's a reminder that hope can blossom in the most unexpected places, and that even in the darkest of times, there is always a possibility for renewal and growth. We should never give up on our dreams, no matter how bleak the situation may seem, for life is full of surprises, and transformation can occur when we least expect it. The story of Casa Martinez is a story of hope, resilience, and the power of human connection. It's a reminder that dreams are worth fighting for, that opportunities can arise in the most unexpected places, and that even a single moment can change everything.